You've all had this stuff before in one form or another. I understand that some of you had a little bit of this in 3rd grade. Some of you have said today that you've had this in 6th grade. Okay? The difference is it's a little bit higher numbers, and also we're going to be able to use a calculator. Usually we don't get to use a calculator, but now we do. Because we get to use a calculator, I need you to be writing down the formulas that we're going to learn with the correct information plugged in that you put into your calculators. Someone this period didn't know what they did wrong on their homework. They also didn't put their formulas in, but he or she is going to get that to me tomorrow. But you have to show me what you've done so I can be like, hey, here's where you went wrong. You were doing this instead. But if you don't have that, A, it raises the chances and suspicion that you could have been cheating. And most importantly, you can't see where you went wrong. You're going to be making mistakes on this stuff, and that's okay. All right? It's okay to make some mistakes, but it's not okay if we can't find out why you made those mistakes. That's why you need to show your work. Is that clear? Everybody look at me. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do 7-4. You'll notice that this is not chapter 12, but there's a couple of things that we are going to be bouncing around, but I promise that I will be having the let's undo that. I promise that I will be having the numbers up here on the top the same way. So regardless of what section it is, you know what order we're in. Vocabulary. Blank is a set of all points on a plane, not like snakes on a plane, but a plane is in geometric plane, that are the same distance from a given point. They're all the same distance away. What's your thoughts?
Is it a circle?
It is a circle. You're the first person all day to come up with that first time around. If you have a point and you have a circle, and that's a decent circle, every single point on the circle is the same distance away from that point. Does that make sense? To show you a non-example, maybe a rectangle, if I had a point here, this point is much closer than this point, and it's still even farther away as that one. Okay, so with a circle, you have one thing in the middle, and every point is on it. So that is a circle. You all know what a circle is, but still with that kind of wording, you might not realize, like, oh, I guess that does make sense. The given point, watch out for this one, okay? All right, hold your breaths. The given point is called the center. Yeah. The center. Namaste. The distance from the center to any point on the circle. So, to literally draw a picture of it for you, we have a circle, we have a point, and it's that distance there. What is that? Raise your hand. Jace. It is the radius. Radius, and I want you to put an R right there.
When you said R, like I wrote the R where the F was supposed to be.
Radar. And you guys know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
R.
You might think it's R, but it's actually the C. That's not true at all. Okay, I made a joke I shouldn't have. Sorry. Continuing on, that's the radius. I do want you to label that circle like that, please, if you have room or somewhere where you can. So the R is that. So, or if you don't want to do that thing, you just go R. Then we have the distance across the circle through the center is, as some of you might remember, diameter. And that's just a lowercase d. And I'm going to draw another one. Goes diameter. I don't like how those touch. And it's a diameter. You guys have had this before. That's fine. It's review. Then we have the blank of a circle is the distance around the circle. Who remembers that vocab word, Dana? Yes, ma'am. Circumference. Circumference. So the distance around it is circumference. We are going to do an activity right now that involves the tables with whom you are sitting, the people with whom you are sitting, to be measuring some stuff. Now, there were 2 tables out of the 5 last period that did not follow directions. Okay? You did not follow directions. I'm going to be passing out these. Actually, I'm going to stop this video and upload 2. So who's ever watching this, page 341, hands-on activity. That's what these kids are going to be doing. I'll try to edit the 2 together, but with the examples. So, to be continued. Quiet, please. So, if you are doing the same thing as my class just did, since this is actually 20 minutes later, something like that, pause the YouTube video, do the activity on page 341, and then, so do that now. And we're back. Okay. So we just found the object of we just found the measurements of 4 different objects, circular objects. We measured them. We found the diameter as best we could. Some of them were harder than others, and we found the circumference. But that was the easy part. Now, when we measured this, we should have been able to just take those 2 numbers, circumference divided by diameter. Now, I want everybody to look at what measurements they found for this spot here. Raise your hand if you were within 1 centimeter of 3.14 centimeters on some of them. Okay? If you were close to 3.14, that means that you made some great measurements. Okay? You made some great measurements. The closer to 3.14, the more accurate your measurement was. Let's find out why. What is the quotient in the last column? We just talked about that. It's going to be closest as possible to 3.14. Now, circumference is equal to its diameter times pi. So I would like you to write circumference equals diameter times pi. Pi is like a squiggly line on top and then like a parallel sign. Hey, 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 Max, hey, quiet. Now, as we learned just a minute ago, radius is half of the diameter, right? So in order to make a formula from having a radius, it is 2 times its radius times pi. So circumference is also 2 pi r. This is, geometry, algebra. And here are the examples from the homework. Name the circumference of the following circles. We're only going to do 2 of these because if you can do those 2, you're fine. Name the circumference of the following circles. Now, some people do not have the pi symbol on their calculator. Okay? For those of you that use your cell phone, if you didn't know this, what you do is, a lot of cell phones, iPhones do this as well. When you have your phone like this, it's regular calculator that you're going to be using on Monday. Then you turn it this way, it turns into a scientific calculator. All right? If you didn't know that, now you know. So, on the homework, you do not need to do both of them. Okay? I repeat, on the homework, you do not need to do both of them. But what you do have to do is show what calculations you're making. And what I mean by that is this. For this one here, situation, our radius is 5. So you would need to write 2 pi, 5. Then you're going to get out your calculator, and everybody who has their calculator, I think I gave one for everybody, answer the following. The people who said they didn't have one, I thought I got one. Please plug in 2 times 3.14 times 5. 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 5. And you should get 31.4 meters. Should get 31.4 meters. Now, those of you who have calculators with a pi symbol, please multiply 2 multiplied by pi symbol multiplied by 5. Please do that now. Cam, what'd you get? 31.415, and on our homework we're going to be rounding, thank you, to the 100th place, so it's 3.42 meters. 3.42 meters. And for the next one, we have the circumference. Ooh. Yeah. That's supposed to be a C. The computer goes, no. Circumference equals, since this is a diameter, it's just going to be 3.5 pi. I did 3.5 because I don't have a parentheses symbol on my calculator. So I'm just going to do 3.5 because I know that I have 3.5. So please do 3.5 times 3.14 in your calculators without using the pi symbol. What do you get, sir? Okay, but now you got to tell me what you get. Okay, I need you to multiply 3.5, multiply that by 3.14, and then I can help you. Fine, I could do it, but that's fine. Okay, what do we got? $10.99 what? Chickens? Yards. Squared, right? Squared, right? No. Yeah. No, it's not squared. That was last night's homework. All right? We're not finding the area. We're finding circumference. Okay? It's a line that we're finding. It's a line that we just did. It's wrapped around here. Okay? Quiet. Quiet. Ladies? Quiet. Question? It's cute? Cubed. That would be volume. That's 3 dimensions. This is 1 dimension, a line. 2 dimensions is area, like we did yesterday, and then volume is what we'll get to. Now, who already did the multiplied by pi? Who did that one? Someone with a fancy CD? Yeah, it rounds out to 11 because it's actually 10.996 or something like that. Yeah. So it rounds to